YouTube family, what's up? What's up? It just feels great. This year just feels great. Every morning I wake up and you know things just feel different. So I got a few announcements to make before we get into the video. Number one, so Outlast 3 comes out this year or next year. I think this year. So that being said, we gotta finish the DLC for Outlast 1, and we gotta finish Outlast 2. So that's gonna be on the channel pretty soon. I'm not gonna live stream it. I might live stream the DLC, but for Outlast 2, we're gonna actually make those into videos. Then next, number 2, that brings me to number 2. Little Nightmares 2 is coming out pretty soon. I think on February 10th or something like that. So we're gonna have to literally bust out the first game. I have it on my Xbox, so we gotta get into it. As soon as we get into that and we finish it and all that, we're gonna wait for Little Nightmares 2. That being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so this first video is called A Manchester Horror Story Animated. This is by Llama Arts. I literally found this shit on YouTube. So we're gonna watch this one. I'm pretty sure this is an animated story.
This is a story about how I became a 30-year-old male who is secretly afraid to be outside after dark in cities.
Okay.
I live in Manchester, in the UK, and it's widely regarded as a relatively safe and multicultural city. Good transport, friendly locals, and plenty to do. I don't live there anymore, but I'm proud to be from there, and I will always have one hometown. This took place in 2016.
I respect that.
And at the time, I was working for a company that hired me to work on contracts. So 4, 6, sometimes even 8 months abroad, and then 2 or 3 months at home. So when I was home, I made sure to see family and friends as much as possible, whether it be meeting and playing video games, a drink at the bar, playing sports, or traveling together. The incident took place when I was on my way home after a night out drinking, and I write this 4 years on since it happened. I still have PTSD from the incident, and think of this as my way of telling you all to be careful out there, as well as this being an opportunity for me to talk about it. Those who know Manchester know about its
This shit's crazy, bro.
amazing tram system. It's affordable and easy to understand. There is a tram station right near to my apartment, just outside the city center. I had been back in the country for 7 days and had arranged to meet my friends in the city for a reunion of sorts, drinking, dancing, and catching up. You know how that goes. It's important to note at this point that at the time there was a homeless gentleman that adopted the tram stop near my apartment as his own. He would always sit at the top of the stairs leading down to the platform, and whenever I used the tram, I would always see him without fail. It had even gotten to the point where we exchanged a friendly nod to each other every time. But this time, on the way to the city to meet my friends, everything changed. On any normal occasion...
You see, listen, I guess I got one thing to say about that, man. I'm telling you, a lot of problems would be solved if niggas would just... My fault.
He would be sitting under the shelter at the top of the stairs, either asking passers-by for money or just saying hello. But as I approached the top of the stairs, around 20 to 30 meters away, I saw him, and he stood up straight, almost too straight, with his chest out, just glaring right at me in the most menacing way. His brow was furrowed, his jaw was clenched, and he was breathing heavily. I could see his chest rising up and down with speed from now 20 meters away. Maybe drugs was involved or something had angered him. Why me? I thought. Now, I'm not the biggest guy in the world. I'm 6 foot and athletic, but I don't believe violence is the answer in any case. I'm not easily intimidated at all.
Alright.
But the way this guy
I guess I'm
looked at
thinking
me
about it wrong.
sent shivers down my spine. I immediately looked down after we made eye contact, and then looked ahead, because I thought maybe it was just a glance from him. Then, I looked back at him again, when I was even closer and his eyes were still on me. This time they were wide, and he looked unhinged like he was ready to attack. I looked away again because
Bro, if
at
you
this
don't get
point,
ready to
I
start
felt I
boxing.
had to ready and prepare myself for a potential confrontation.
Yeah, I'm
with
about to
this guy.
say.
When I was close to him, I looked back again, and he took a step forward, watching my every move, looking me up and down as if he was assessing my weaknesses. As I approached the top of the staircase, he was turning his head as I moved. I knew that this was not normal behavior from him, or anyone for that matter. I thought I have to address this, because he's freaking me out.
Oh
So I
my
stopped,
God.
met his gaze, and pointed my body towards him just before I went down the stairs. And I calmly asked him, "Is everything okay, mate? Can I help you with something?" Nothing. I got absolutely nothing as he looked into my eyes.
Is everything okay, mate? British accent real quick. Is everything okay, mate? Is everything okay, mate? Okay, my fault.
I could hear his fast breathing at this point through his nose, and he looked like he was having some sort of episode. So I moved on and quickly went down the stairs. What the fuck has gotten into this guy? I thought. I almost felt bad for him. At the halfway point of the stairs,
Start
I
cussing.
looked behind me to see him standing at the top, looking down, directly at me again. I could only describe the look he gave me as bone-chilling. He looked like a predator that had found his prey. I kept moving as I didn't know.
Nigga,
if
he
this guy
probably
had a
did.
weapon
Like,
or
get ready
what
to
his
box.
intentions were at this point. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I turned around again, and to my shock, he had walked 4 to 5 steps down, still standing and glaring at me with the same disturbed and angered look. He was clearly stalking me now. I could feel my heartbeat in my ears, and sweat was forming
Nigga, I
on my
would've-
forehead
listen.
and palms. Luckily,
I ain't gonna
for me,
pause it again.
the
I'ma wait.
platform was very busy, and the tram I needed to catch was approaching. So I quickly immersed myself amongst the crowd of people getting
This
onto the
nigga
tram
ran.
and found a seat. Wouldn't you know it, when I sat down and the tram started moving, I looked back towards the bottom of the staircase, and there he was, just glaring at me with this horrific, sinister grin on his face.
Oh no.
I did not feel safe. I felt targeted. His head moved and followed the tram, looking me in the eyes.
Why are we just staring
as
at
we
this
moved
lady
away.
though?
The entire journey to the city, I felt on edge, anxious, and all I could do was think about that guy. When I eventually got there, my friends automatically picked up on the fact that I seemed a little off, so I told them about the situation I was just in, which they just dismissed, saying that I was probably just being paranoid and that he'll be gone by the time I get back home. I agreed with them because I realized that he is usually only there during the daytime, so I enjoyed the night. We all drank, laughed, and even met some cute girls. Before
Okay.
I knew it, I
It's
was
worth it.
hammered, to the point where I had to look at my phone with one eye closed.
Oh
My
my
balance
God.
was off, and I felt like I could throw up at any second. It was around midnight, and
Why would you get this drunk? This drunk after you just got stalked by some dude. Oh my.
time to go home. So I said goodbye to my friends and arranged to meet the next weekend due to the success of this one. The last tram was approaching, and I had to run drunk as a skunk to make it in time. I got onto the tram, and when I got a seat and caught my breath, I remembered what happened at the tram station on the way back to the city. I felt sober suddenly, and I was honestly
He said, that shit blew my high immediately.
on the verge of an anxiety attack, until I remembered that I never usually see the guy late at night, which was comforting for the remainder of my journey. The tram arrived at my stop, and I got off. I just stood there for a second, surveying my surroundings.
Scared
The
as
platform was
hell.
empty.
I
The
feel him.
skies were clear, although dark. The air was warm, and the only sounds were the nearby traffic and the tram leaving the platform. I remember it like it was yesterday. I looked towards the bottom of the staircase on the platform leading to the street, and I took a deep breath. I approached the stairs and looked towards the top. Much to my relief, he wasn't there. Stage
This is
1
making
over.
me scared.
Stage 2 was easy. Get to my building, which was about 150 meters away from the stairs. As I slowly walked up the stairs, trying to make as little noise as possible, my heart was in my throat. All I could think about was what I would do if he was there. but I was drunk and I didn't think fast enough. I arrived at the top and looked to my left, and what do you know? He's there. And as soon as I look at him, his head snaps, and he's looking me in the eyes with the same terrifying look, almost foaming at the mouth like he's won a prize. He stands up slowly and turns to face his body towards me. At this point, I realized how tall he was.
If you don't just fucking box him.
6'2", huge gray and dirty beard.
No.
Almost skinny with a lean body type. I was almost pissing myself. So to break the tension, I just nodded at him and told him, "Good night, mate." And I walked on quickly towards my apartment. I suddenly heard a deep, hoarse voice say, "You got any spare change?" Loud and obnoxious. Which I turned and replied quickly whilst I was walking backwards. "No, mate. Sorry. Have a good night, though." And walked on again. I was free, and my anxiety was disappearing. All I was thinking about was getting to my building as fast as possible.
Oh my god, bro.
Then, I heard what felt like the loudest, most aggressive voice ever. "Hey!" I stopped, and I turned around so fast because he made me jump. It scared me. He was holding a knife, and it was pointed directly towards me. The nightmare scenario was playing out now.
Oh my god. At this point, it's me and you. What the fuck are you talking about? It's me and you, especially if I don't got that strap on me. Like, I'm going down fighting, period. I can't go out no other way. I'm going out fighting. Let's go.
He walked slowly towards me. I was definitely sober now.
Definitely sober.
Options. I run and take a risk, or I start to negotiate with him.
No.
I thought,
he didn't say box one time.
I could get some money and just go home. He was around 5 meters away, with the knife pointing towards me. I wasn't going to let myself die like this. He then said, "I'm going to ask you again. Do you have any spare change?" I couldn't tell whether I wanted to throw up or cry, but I had to get out of this situation.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
No one else was around that I could see or hear, and it was on me to get out of this.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, bro.
"Look, there is an ATM." I couldn't even finish my sentence, because he had thrown the knife at my face.
What?
It hit me just above my eye, cutting me on my eyebrow, taking a chunk of skin clean off, and there was blood in my eye, partially blinding me, and there was blood all over my face almost immediately. I was blinded and breathless.
No!
I fell to one knee in shock, and I barely saw the knife in front of me on the ground through my drunken, shocked, and partially blinded state.
No!
So I reached for it as fast as I could. But it was too late. He had already picked it up and tackled me to the ground.
No!
I yelled a guttural and deep shout for help down the street as he tackled me, holding the knife. A sound I didn't know I was capable of making. But the adrenaline was coursing through my veins now.
Yeah,
I had the knife in
yeah.
my right hand,
Let's go.
Plunged it down towards my face, and the only thing I could do was put my hand in the way. I screamed in pain. The guy was on top of me.
This is cringe.
He had put the knife clean through my hand, in between the knuckles of my middle and index fingers, to be specific. I started to push back, and realizing how much stronger I was than him. The tip of the blade was about 5 inches from my face, and then a miracle happened. I heard the voices of a group of people yelling, "Hey, stop!"
Okay.
Accompanied with
Okay.
their fast-running feet
Let's go.
towards me on the tarmac.
Let's go.
The guy's grip on the knife was weak suddenly, and he looked behind himself, clearly seeing the group approaching. They shouted.
Now he wanna get scared.
Yelling, "Get off him!" And he jumped off of me.
Get off him!
Fortunately for me, he took the knife with him and ripped it out of my hands as he jumped to his feet and swiftly ran into the nearby woods.
Oh my god.
There were
Then
5
he
people
dipped.
in total who came to my rescue. 2 of them initially chased the guy into the woods before I shouted, "No, he has a knife!" And hearing me say this, they let him go and started to call the police. Changed me for the better.
He went out sorry, but
I
it's
wake
okay.
up every day appreciating everything in my life. After the incident, I was rushed to the hospital and I had surgery to reattach the nerves in my hand 2 days later. The guy who attacked me is in prison now for attempted murder. The police showed after the incident within 5 minutes, and full credit to them. They found the guy hiding in the woods, still holding the knife behind a tree, and they managed to subdue and arrest him on the spot. He was on a cocktail of drugs, and he openly admitted to the police that he fully intended to kill me if he had the opportunity. But this incident was simultaneously the best and worst thing that ever happened to me. The best, because I appreciate life so much more now. I talk to those I love every single day. All life is precious. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, and we are all mortal. Stay safe and alert, and do not waste a moment, as you don't know who's going to be waiting around the corner.
Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you would like to support the channel, check out the merch link in the video description.
I'm unimmersed all of a sudden. That one was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That one was kind of cool. We definitely, you know, got my heart racing up. All right, this next one is called Deep Web Horror Story Animated by, oh yeah, Dr. No Sleep. Got this one on YouTube as well. You know, like I'm not that big, so let's just get into it.
Serial killers worldwide.
Oh, give me a sec.
Connected by a hidden website.
Ah.
Dark web. Where do I even begin? My name is Dylan Reeves. Well, it all started for me during my sophomore year at college. I was an introvert and kept to myself. My anxiety was always an issue for me. Weed was the best remedy. It kept me sane. It allowed me to function normally in society. Without it, I don't know how I would operate. Unfortunately, weed was illegal at the time.
Okay.
Not once a week, I had to go to this sketchy drug dealer's house to get my supply. His name was Chase. All the homes in his neighborhood either had boarded up windows or bars on them. I usually walked.
Bro, you see how they try to like stereotype it? Listen. Don't do drugs, kids, but the dealer is not that scary, bro. I swear, he's not that scary. This nigga would probably look like Mickey Mouse, bro. I swear to God.
To Chase's
All right.
house, since it was only 5 minutes from my dorm. One particular day, I walked to his house to pick up an ounce of weed. It was a gloomy winter day. During this particular walk, I felt this ominous feeling in the air, almost as if I knew something bad was going to happen. I passed this rundown house that I always thought was abandoned. To my surprise, someone was staring at me from one of the shattered windows. His appearance was rough. He had dirt all over his face and wore a tattered white beater. I made eye contact with him.
Listen to me, folks. How many times I'm gonna say it? Carry that strap. You will get yourself out of this situation, millions of situations, I promise, bro.
He started to smile at me with these crazy eyes.
Nutter
I quickly
butter.
picked up my pace and started jogging. I knocked on Chase's door, but he didn't answer. His car was in the driveway, and I wasn't taking any chances with the crazy guy outside, so I just helped myself in. After opening the door, I knew something was wrong. All the lights were off, and it was eerily silent. Suddenly, I heard Chase yell, "Hands up!" The lights turned on, and Chase was pointing an AK-47 at me.
Hey, listen. Don't blame him. He just didn't protect it.
He said, "Jesus, kid, I almost shot you. You can't just come in like that, especially after..." Angry and frightened, I yelled, "What the hell, man? Especially after what?" He stopped and said, "Oh, it's nothing. Your weed is right here."
No, tell me what the fuck's going on.
A Ziploc bag with the weed inside. Outside of the house, I heard a car accelerating around a corner. The tires were screeching. Chase yelled, "Get down!" I dropped to the floor. Next thing I knew, bullets were flying into the house from the car driving by.
Chase, I only came here for some weed, bro. Why you get? I'm in a shootout now. Why are you? What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Then silence. We stayed on the floor motionless for the next hour. When it felt safe, I called my friend to pick me up and got the hell out of there. The police never even showed up. That's how bad this area was.
Damn.
I promised myself I would never buy drugs in person again.
Oh,
not after
brother.
that experience. A few weeks went by, and I was itching to buy more weed. My friend suggested I try the dark web. He said it was easy to do, and it would ship right to my dorm. A few online tutorials later, I was buying my first gram of weed on the dark web.
Gram. This nigga went from an ounce
1
to a
week later,
gram.
the drugs came vacuum sealed inside of a box. Quickly, I jumped on my computer and ordered more. Months went by, and I never had any issues. One night, I just couldn't fall asleep. I hopped on my desktop and logged onto the dark web marketplace I used. I began scrolling past different weed strains to the more hardcore drugs. I knew I'd never buy them, but it was interesting seeing all the stuff you could actually buy. I kept scrolling, looking through the endless possibilities.
Damn.
Most people only think you can buy drugs on the dark
You can buy a
web,
plane?
but this marketplace had boats, planes, and cars for
Golly.
pennies on the dollar. All most likely stolen. But nonetheless, it was cool to scroll through. I finally stopped my nightly search, turned off my computer, and prepared for bed.
Okay,
While
good.
clearing my bed, I glanced back at my computer. It was still on. I thought to myself, I swore I powered it down. Maybe not. It was a long day. Probably just a brain glitch. As I approached my computer, it showed the same dark web screen as before.
Okay.
Right before closing out of the browser, I noticed something odd. The top of the screen had a banner ad on it. It was a picture of a bowl of cereal. Next to the bowl of cereal was a handgun. The price said $9,999.99.
Okay.
This whole thing struck me as bizarre, almost as an impossibility. There aren't supposed to be any advertisements on the dark web. My curiosity took over. I couldn't
Oh,
just
okay, I
leave
get
alone.
it.
I had to click on the ad. The page brought me to a generic login screen. It didn't have any title or anything. It just asked for a username and password. Right before giving up, I just typed admin for both the username and password and clicked login. To my shock, it said success.
Oh,
The page
brother.
loaded in front of me.
Why would you even try?
When the page fully
You
loaded,
see, this is why this computer right here that I'm recording on is only for recording music, you know, bullshit. We do not go on the dark web. No, sir.
I wasn't quite sure what I was seeing. The site had 3 tabs at the top of the screen. The tab on the left said profiles. The one in the middle said current tasks. And the tab on the far right said live auction. Curious, I clicked on the profile tab first. Almost immediately, my screen was filled with people's faces. I clicked on an older gentleman's face. Immediately, a more detailed profile opened. Below his picture was his name, age,
Gary,
current
56,
address, habits,
Australia.
difficulty, and reward. His name was Gary. He was 56 years old.
I
Under
thought,
the
okay.
habits section, it read, Gary walks his dogs exactly at 9 a.m. in his neighborhood. He walks them later in the day at 3 p.m. and one last time at 9 p.m. before bed. Every Saturday, he goes to the local grocery store at 11 a.m.
Ooh.
Under difficulty, it said, easy. Lastly, the reward was listed at $14,000. I closed out of his profile. I didn't know what to think. I wondered what the reward was for. Was this a human trafficking site? It
Nigga,
couldn't be.
nigga, you
Because
know.
the profiles were mostly males. I became more intrigued by the second. I clicked on the live auction tab. The page looked like any other chat room. There were usernames on the sidebars. A quick glance at the usernames made me uneasy. Serial Killer 23, Hitman John, Cleanup Crew 2, and Killing Spree, just to name a few. Those were the ones that stood out as odd. Others were relatively normal. A picture began to load in front of me. The picture was of a man who looked to be in his mid-30s.
Okay.
Below his picture were the same details as before on the profile tab. It had his name, age, address, habits, difficulty, and reward. His name was Pete. He was 36. Under habits, it said every day Pete drives to get his morning coffee at 8 a.m. Next to difficulty, it said hard, and that Pete was likely armed as he was a member of the NRA. Right next to his picture, a dollar amount loaded. It said, starting at $40,000. Messages began flooding in. Hitman John messaged, "I will end that guy for $30,000. Cleanup Crew 2 chimed in and said, "I will do it for $25,000. A user by the name of Raining Death said, "I'll do it for $20,000, and I won't leave a mess like Cleanup Crew 2 did last time." Cleanup Crew 2 quickly responded, "Well, my last contract was an ex-KGB agent, so not the easiest guy to finish off. It hit
What
me
the
like a ton of bricks.
fuck?
This was a site for serial killers and hitmen, or this was the sickest joke of all time." For a while, nobody said a word in the chat. Someone with a username of moderator said, "Anyone have a better bid? Going once, going twice?" The contract is sold to Raining Death. The moderator then typed,
Okay.
"Since this is a tougher client, I will allow you 2 weeks to finish the deed." Some time passed. The moderator typed in the chat, "Moderator 2, I see you're in the room. Please take over and handle the next few auctions." I went on the sidebar and scrolled down. Moderator 2 was highlighted for some reason. I typed the letter F into the chat box out of curiosity. The username Moderator 2 popped up next to the chat box.
Dummy.
I realized I was Moderator 2. My heart dropped. What if I closed my computer and just logged out? Maybe they would track me down.
Exactly,
How
bro.
did a serial killer site have such a vulnerability where admin works for the username and password? Someone made a serious mistake if this site was legitimate. I played along. I responded in the chat, "Sounds good, I will take over." The
Made a
next
typo,
profile
big
that
dickhead.
automatically loaded in the auction was an older guy with a beard, age 65, gets the morning paper at 10 a.m. Difficulty level easy. The starting bid is $15,000.
65 years
Cleanup Crew
old
2
in
quickly
Indonesia.
typed, "I'll do it for $10,000. Nobody else responded. I didn't know what to do. I right-clicked Cleanup Crew 2's username. It had a few options: ban, mute, and assign task. I didn't want to be responsible for killing anyone. I right-clicked my own name and clicked assign. Another option came up for allowed time. I put in 1 year and clicked OK. Messages began flooding the chat room. Raining Death said, "A moderator isn't supposed to..."
This nigga thought the best thing to do was assign himself to murder somebody, knowing the other people in the chat would know what the fuck he's doing, bro. I don't even know what niggas be thinking.
Assign himself to a person. That's not how the system is set up. Cleanup Crew 2 typed, "And a 1-year contract? This guy isn't a politician. Something is up with this Moderator 2 guy. I've never seen this happen before." Hitman John replied, "Definitely an undercover. Quick, get Moderator 3 in the room to fix this now." My stomach dropped, and anxiety flooded my body in anticipation of what was to come. A notification popped up that Moderator 3 joined the room. Serial Killer 23 typed, "Moderator 2 is an imposter. Delete him from the site and fry his PC." Moderator 3 said, "Working on it." Moderator 3 responded,
Fuck.
"Haha, the IP pings to a college. His name is Dylan Reeves. Here is a picture." I didn't know what to do. I felt powerless. My whole body was shaking. Messages began.
No.
Serial Killer 23 typed, "I'll end him for $500. Raining Death replied, "I'll do it for only $250. All of a sudden, my computer started glitching out. Black command prompt boxes started
No
filling
way,
the screen,
bro.
And all of a sudden, my computer's power surged and everything went black. I tried turning my computer back on, but with no luck. I immediately called 911.
Yeah, fuck that police.
They sent 2 special agents to my dorm the next day. I told them everything and gave them my computer. They told me they knew of the site and had been trying to access it for years. Since the incident, I've had several attempts on my life. I had to completely change my identity and move out of the
Damn.
country. Never go on the dark web. Thanks for watching. You can watch another scary animation here. Also, don't forget to subscribe and to hit that.
Damn. My nigga said he had to move out the country and change his identity, bro. Imagine, bro. No, sir. I'm cool. All right, guys. This next one is called The Last One. POV, I guess. I think it's uploaded by True Horror Stories. That's their YouTube channel. By the way, everybody that we watched today, link will be in the description, so you guys can go watch and subscribe if you guys want to. But without further ado, let's watch. Okay, okay. I also know they do all this like by themselves. Like this is like, you know, this isn't no like professional. Like this is like, you know. It's kind of quiet. Man, let me turn this up. It's too quiet. Why is it that every time we've watched something today, these niggas just be walking by themselves at night, bro? I'm telling you, I'll pull up like this. You feel me? I'm walking, I come in, nigga pull me, oh, what's up? What you trying to do? You feel me? What you trying to do? You gotta walk up like that, you feel me? Anyway. Invoice. What happened? Oh, wrong address. Okay. The wrong address. Bro, this shit's too quiet, bro. I'm not fucking with it. Woo! It ain't nothing, just a little bird. It's just a little bird. It's just a little bird. It ain't nothing. Alright, she said we gone. She said she's not waiting for it. Fuck it. I feel it. Oh, okay. She's a food delivery. You see the little, hold on. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw the little, True Horror Stories. Yeah. That shit's hard. They rocking their own merch.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Hey, babe. Sorry, lambat. Kau tunggu lama eh? Thank you support kasi invoice aku satu kat dalam.
She really got.
Check order betul ke tak? Aku check banyak kali, Syul. Betul lah. Thanks support
I don't know what they're saying.
tu lah, aku tahu. Apa ni aku nak cakap kau, Paiseh aku lambat. Dia dah cakap aku, kau OT. Habis aku tadi tu ni aku dah plan order, aku nak hantar lain-lain semua. Habis ni aku macam push back. Sorry aku kesian kau balik kerja lapar. Thanks. Okay, bye. Okay. Kasih review. Bye.
Man, I'm mad as hell. I didn't know what the hell they was talking about just now, bro. Seriously. Fuck. They got me, bro. They got me. We gotta go back.
Okay, bye.
We gotta go back.
Okay. Kasih review.
Hold up.
Bye.
What the hell? What the? Hold up, bro. I want to see what the fuck it look like, bro.
Bye.
That bitch scared the hell out of me, bro. That scared the hell out of me. Open the door. Fuck it. Bro, where the fuck? I'm about to say, where did she go that quick?
Boleh. Aku tu mama kau boleh. Okay, aku okay. Sorry Aku okay. Sorry aku tu rumah kau bye sih Tak apa.
Whoa.
Sorry. Aku call Aidil. Sorry. Tak ada. Sorry. Okay. Thanks. Sorry sorry kau tengah makan Oh, okay. Makan. Sorry.
I'm mad as fuck.
Sorry. Tak nak.
Bro, she's laughing it off like I would have been screaming. She's scared as hell.
Makan. Sorry
Bro, I'll be in the other room with her. Like, what do you mean?
Aku tumpang rumah kau kejap je. Aku nak call Aidil ni. Kau seorang kat rumah? Oh, dah tidur. Alamak, aku ganggu
Bro, let me see if they got captions. They dead ass got captions, bro.
Makan. Sorry
It's okay, no worries. Okay.
Kau kejap je. Aku nak call Aidil ni. Kau seorang kat rumah? Oh, dah tidur. Alamak, aku ganggu
Call him. She don't want to call him. She just want to stay. Low battery sound. You're in the crib. Ask her to use her phone. I can't see shit she's typing. God damn. Ask for a charger.
Kau pakai Android ke Apple lah? Android ada charger tak? Boleh aku pinjam? Bateri aku dah tinggal 19%.
19%. That's cool.
Kat mana charger kau?
I mean, it ain't cool, but it's
kat
cool.
bilik kau. Sorry. Aku yang patut sorry. Aku ambil kat bilik kau. Aku takut Aidil contact aku. Aku tak boleh get lah dia punya call. Yang okay, sebelah kanan Okay. Kau simpan kat mana? Okay, can. Thanks.
Nigga, like, just get it for me. No. Soon as that light wouldn't have turned on, I would have said, "Hey, Miss Lady, come grab that for me. Thanks." God damn, that weak ass light.
Udah, mana kau letak charger dia? Left ke right?
Nigga, if you do not get the fuck out of there. Scream something. Tell her to come in the room. She's not saying anything. Wow. This nigga did not think to get the fuck gone. Oh!
Ada barang, ada barang. Tutup. Tutup, tutup, tutup. Tutup tinggal. Ada barang.
The fuck just happened?
But John Henry Fawn.
Oh! Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's probably gonna be on the long side, I'm not gonna lie. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy it. Golly, bro. That was 3 scary stories. So, hopefully next time we do this, you know, we get some more heat. I don't know. It depends on if y'all like it or not. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.